Ever felt overwhelmed trying to understand value-added tax or VAT and how it applies to your business? You are not alone. VAT compliance can seem complicated, but it's crucial for your business's financial health and legal compliance. Let's break down everything you need to know about VAT rates and how to stay compliant without the jargon. VAT is a type of consumption tax placed on a product whenever value is added at a stage of production and at the point of retail sale. In Nigeria, the standard VAT rate is currently 7.5%, increased from 5% as of February 2020. This rate applies to most goods and services except for those specifically exempted or zero-rated by the law. The increase from 5% to 7.5% was part of an effort to raise more revenue without excessively burdening the common citizen. Understanding this rate is crucial because it directly affects your pricing, costing, and ultimately your profitability. If you're running a business in Nigeria, determining whether you need to register for VAT is your first step. Mandatory registration is required for any business with an annual turnover exceeding 25 million naira. Once registered, you are obligated to charge VAT on all taxable goods and services you provide. Registering for VAT is relatively straightforward. It can be done online through the FIRS website. After registration, you receive a VAT registration certificate. This is where your journey to compliance begins.
The first is you have to actually go on Pro-Max, go to the site of FIRS, because what I will also tell people is that we used to have a template. We have a template for VAT filing. Replicate that template on Excel. So when you're going on Pro-Max, you already know the information. Pro-Max has its own template. So it's always good to have that format, same format as what you have, so that when you are filling the Pro-Max templates, you are getting it. So first is you go to the taxes portal, the TaxPro-Max, and then select taxes. Now when you select taxes, you need to also select VAT because there are different taxes, CITs, they are always one. Select VAT and then you ask that you want to process VAT. So when you ask that you want to process VAT, the first thing is your sales schedule, because you have sales, like I explained, Apple VAT. So you download that sales schedule, you populate it. It gives you everything. I know FIRS has also tried to ensure that you list it by your vendors and by your customers. On the side of your input VAT, you list it by your vendors, so that at least you can be able to see. Once they see on that side, you also see on this side. There's that synchronization. So when you populate the sales schedule, you now have to upload that schedule and then select currency. Now, God help you if you have to pay naira, you select dollar. But you need to just select currency and then you say you want to proceed. So it gives you the currency. Then it also opens your purchase record, because when you have the sales will give you the output, the purchase will give you the input. So you have to also do the input side, which is your purchase record. When you open your purchase record, you proceed. You now fill in everything what you need to fill, update that. And ordinarily, I expect that, based on my understanding, you should have some purchases reflecting if the other party have done the proper thing they should do, reflecting you as a customer. So on the purchase side, you should be getting that. Then you have sales adjustment. You know, I mentioned if need for adjustment, you've given discount, and so things like that. This one, give that one. So all those necessary adjustments, or you still have goods in stock that has not been used. All the adjustments required, because normal adjustment is not different for what the adjustment will do, or you have VAT withheld. All those ones will now be populated, and then you now, if you don't have any sales adjustment, definitely you say I don't have sales adjustment, and you proceed. So when you finish with sales adjustment, then you have to now move to the VAT form page. When you move to that form page, to show you the amount payable, it will show you whatever you need to be sure it's correct. You don't just click and say submit your own. If you submit a return that is not correct, and then you get a liability that says you need to pay with penalty, you'll be at work. So once you have done your declaration, you've checked it's correct, you've done everything, then you submit it. At the point you submit, you go to the next stage of raising your PRN. Your PRN means you are owing. You have a VAT payable. Generate the PRN, process your payment, check whether you want to pay through bank transfer or whatever. And then you make your payment. You've closed it for the day. But one thing I always say is this: even having done that, your documentation is critical. It must be there to support. So when the tax authority generates your VAT that you submitted, they must be able to see that you have documentation to support it. I think just a summary of how you go on and do the VAT filing.
Filing late or failing to file at all can lead to penalties. This can be as simple as fines, but can escalate to more severe consequences like audits or sanctions against your business. Common pitfalls include not issuing VAT invoices, undercharging VAT, or neglecting to file returns on time. Remember, ignorance isn't an excuse in the eyes of the law, and being proactive about VAT compliance can save you from headaches down the road. VAT compliance is not just about following laws. It's a practice that can enhance the credibility of your business with suppliers and customers alike. It shows you're a serious, legitimate operation playing by the rules. We've covered the essentials of VAT for your business, from understanding rates to maintaining compliance. Stick to these principles and you'll not only avoid penalties but also contribute to the growth and stability of your business. Check out other videos for more insights into navigating business finances, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Here's to your business. Here's to your success.